One of those bloody days today.
It looks like we've completely crapped out.
I think this is a sign.
Just discussing it's time for me to get another hearing aid.
I'm not going to eat it just yet.
Although it can be handy at times if I don't want to hear what she's got to say.
I know, I was off and then they spooked me.
My latest invention. Comes Daisy May. For you, it feels really weird.
Yeah, it's on special offer.
That'd be nice on your mantelpiece.
And then it said about a church that's buried in this land.
This is not meant to be. Welcome back to the channel. We are Carol and Ken and we like travelling in our little red camper. In the last episode we left Norway and headed for Hirtshals in Denmark. On our first night we wild camped by the beach and in the morning we got our first look at this beautiful country. We discovered an abandoned house right on the water's edge and would you believe it, it was for sale. That evening we took a beautiful walk along the beach towards Grenn Point, which is where the Baltic meets the North Sea. Well, Grenn Point's looking beautiful this morning. It was a very magical walk last night. We've seen this type of beach defence before on the east coast of England. It's funny how it creates these little scallop beaches. I wonder if that's intentional. A little oasis of sunlight over there. It was a peaceful night. It's not very busy here at the moment, being out of season. We're going to chillax in the van for a little while and then we're going to go off exploring the local town. Busload of students have just turned up. Have you washed your hair, Charlie?
Oh, that sun's bright.
It is, isn't it? Don't look at it. The students are off. It's my latest invention. It's a little painter's bucket. We've got two of these. I'm trying an idea where I use it for drying clothes. So you can see I put some holes in the bottom so that the air flows through it. And then I put this over the heating vent with the underwear and socks and stuff. I haven't tried it for real yet, but I don't see any reason why it shouldn't work.
There's lots of people coming to see the seals.
Yeah, well, it's a must-see spot, I think.
It's a nice walk. Definitely. Glad we came.
That was free during the summer.
September onwards, I think it's free.
You have to pay.
It's normally 175 Danish krone.
Oh, really?
Overnight. Yeah, so
quite expensive then.
It's about 18-19 pounds, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's no hookup or anything there.
No services.
No.
There's a toilet in the cafe when that's open. And there's bins. Oh, we forgot to empty our bin.
Oh, okay.
Never mind. Bit of a moody sky today. Looks like we might get some rain. So what's the plan? We can head into Skågen.
Yeah, let's go into Skågen now, have a little walk around the shops.
Yeah, have a look round. Maybe get some lunch.
Yeah, see if there's anything that takes our fancy. We've been with Just Campers ever since we've had the van. We have fully comprehensive insurance. We have protected no claims bonus, key cover in the event we lose our keys or have a problem getting into the van, legal protection and business use. But the most important thing we wanted from Just Campers was an agreed value on the van. So every year we have agreed with Just Campers how much we will be paid for the van in the event that it gets completely written off, and touch wood, we never have to make a claim. You do pay a small extra fee for that, and you have to submit photographic evidence of the condition of the vehicle, both inside and out, together with proof of the mileage. But we find having that agreed value really gives us peace of mind. We find them very easy to deal with. thank goodness we haven't had to make a major claim. The only claim we've made on our policy was for a windscreen. We had a stone chip in the windscreen that was repaired, and that was all organised very, very quickly. We have no hesitation at all in recommending Just Campers to you. We've been doing that ever since we've had the van, but we're really pleased that they've decided to sponsor this video. So thank you very much, Just Campers.
Right, so parking's free, which is brilliant. And we're right in the centre. Green.
Beep, beep.
Beep, beep, but no beep, beep.
Can't you hear it? Was it your deaf ear?
Oh, it's a clicking, isn't it?
Yeah.
It makes
Makes a different sound for blind people.
Super Bruxen, that's what we were in yesterday. This was a pedestrian crossing, but if you notice the blue line in the road.
What does that mean?
Well, I should imagine that denotes traffic can come down it. I don't really know. That'd be nice on your mantelpiece, wouldn't it?
Yeah, the little bird, little seagull.
Some shops are open.
Yeah. I think they're similar price to what they are at home.
Yeah.
So this is like this T-shirt. It's on special offer, £199. So what's that? About £22.
Yeah.
For that's Under Armour brand.
Yeah, but none of them work.
Well, get another one. It won't work.
Just discussing it's time for me to get another hearing aid. I used to have one. It cost £2,000. It was all right for a while, and then it packed up. And the guy that sold it to me, I think he packed up once COVID came as well. Need to get another one. Although it can be handy at times if I don't want to hear what she's got to say.
I heard that.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh dear. Stenborn's a very pretty shop, isn't it?
Yeah. So I thought I'd take a photo. You can hear water, a fountain somewhere.
There, look.
There, yeah. We've got a town to ourselves, look. It's
Almost.
like at the end of the world.
I wonder if this represents anything.
I hate to say it, but it looks like we've completely crapped out on the idea of having some lunch out.
The only thing we've seen is ice cream.
Yeah.
Sadly, ice cream is not going to satisfy my belly. It's our turn to invade now.
But that's a cosy little place to sit in the winter. These little streets. Like a lizard. She always has to be in the sun.
Do you recognise this place?
Oh my goodness.
This summer house in GI over time, Skågen, has experienced a bit of everything. There's plenty of history associated with this unique haven, which has the country's best sea view, houses for renovation.
Can you see how much it is?
Cash price, that means, is 6,500,000 kroner, which works out about £780,000.
Blimey.
So you pay for the location there, aren't you?
This is the street we drove past, wasn't it, yesterday?
Yes, this is the one. Seems to be all the restaurants down this one.
Yeah. What are you gone for?
Yeah, ham and mushroom pizza. And a bottle of beer.
Thank you. Okay, well I'm going for the carbonara, spaghetti carbonara.
Nice.
What, your beer? Yeah, I'm not taking any risks here. I'm going for a 0 alcohol one because we're driving for the rest of the day, aren't we? We want to go and see the sand dune, don't we? So we'll combine it with that church, I think.
I think the church is first.
It might be September, but the weather is absolutely perfect for us.
Not going to eat it just yet, it's too hot.
So how was your lunch, Charlie Brown?
Yeah, it was nice. Not the best pizza I've ever had, but it was very pleasant.
Yeah, service was good, wasn't it?
Service was excellent, excellent service, yeah. And very reasonably priced, I thought.
Yeah. 313. How much do you think that is?
Krona, that's about £33, £34,
Okay.
which is, yeah, probably cheaper than what you'd pay in the UK these days for in pizza.
Yeah, probably.
Pizza Express, you're probably paying 40 quid for a lunch there, aren't you?
Yeah.
No brakes.
That's the thing.
They're not
Got
electric.
no brakes, so it's back pressure on your pedals
Oh,
to brake.
gosh.
You don't need gears in a flat country, do you?
Didn't realise it was that flat.
Yeah, it is.
Totally. Yeah.
Where have you brought me, Gone?
Me?
Yeah. Me?
See a church, but first we're making a loo stop.
So you've got some nice toilets here and a little cafe.
Yeah, you can get.
Here's a bin bunny.
Oh, right, yeah. Did it on the way back, don't forget.
Yeah.
You can get ice cream.
And they got 50% off souvenirs because it's the end of the season. Very sand duney, isn't it?
Yes. Well, when I was reading about things to do here, it said about that big sand dune, and then it said about a church that's buried in the sand, and all you can see is the steeple sticking out of the sand.
Sure, this is the same group that were at the seal place. Very well behaved group.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, they look like
Hi.
marine cadets.
Yeah. So that would explain it.
Yeah.
This is a 14th century church dedicated to St. Lawrence of Rome. It kept getting buried by sand from nearby dunes in the 18th century, and the congregation had to dig out the entrance every time a service was held. The struggle to keep it free of sand lasted until 1795, when it was finally abandoned. Today, it's a listed building.
It's this way. Very narrow. And this rope is horrible. It's really like a million years of grease on it. Comes Daisy May.
Yeah. It's narrow, isn't it?
Very.
And very uneven on the foot.
Yeah. So it's been worn over the years, isn't it? It's sort of a central ridge. Make sure you keep a good hand on this rope, even if it is horrible. Oh, I would hang on to that rope.
I've only got one
Here
bunny,
she comes.
and I wouldn't want to lose her.
Feels a bit shaky, doesn't it? First time I've seen the top, the other side of a dome ceiling before.
This is a Gothic style brick built with a crow's step to gable tower.
There's a lot of sand on these ones, isn't there?
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but it feels really weird.
Yeah.
Now it's just one person wide, this ladder. Yeah. Well done. Right, back on the road.
So we've got about a 13.5 kilometre journey to our next attraction. Something else to do with sand, so we'll show you when we get there.
Bit of a bumpy old road. Would you like to care to explain how this works?
Right, well, you're meant to drive right down the middle of the road in between the two white dotted lines so that cyclists can come down the side. But if you meet oncoming traffic, you have to pull over to the right hand side, and the oncoming traffic has to pull over to the left hand side. We've got oncoming traffic, so we have to move over. And then we go back in the middle.
Soon,
Bye.
Charlie.
I'm just
Bye.
going to the sand dune.
All right.
The Rabjug Mile is a migrating coastal dune in northern Denmark. It's the largest moving dune in northern Europe, with an area of around 2 square kilometres and a height of 40 metres above sea level. The wind moves this dune in a northeasterly direction up to 18 metres a year. I'm going to try and climb it, see what the view's like from up the top. Just make out the little red camper down there. Still not quite at the top yet. Actually, the sand is a bit more compacted here, so it's easier to walk on. So this is what 4 million cubic metres of sand looks like. It caused a real problem for people as it kept shifting and destroying their habitats right through the 16th and 17th centuries. Eventually the government passed an act and they bought the land and turned it into a conservation area just to show people what it used to be like. And this area gets about 250,000 visitors every year.
Well, Charlie Brown has had a great time walking around the sand dunes, but now we've got to do some chores.
Now then, how quick do their trains come? Not as quick as in France.
In France, the trains are more akin to a guillotine as they turn up just as soon as the barrier goes down. But in Denmark, it seems to be a more sedate affair.
I think it's due Monday morning.
We desperately need to get our washing done. As we're running out of clothes, fingers crossed it's a 24-hour laundrette.
Is it pulled by a horse and cart?
Here it comes.
That's a dinky one. Are we not allowed to go or something?
Was the light green? I don't know.
Yeah.
No, it just went off.
Why didn't they move? I told you they drive very slowly here, didn't I?
Yeah. Were they Danish?
I've no idea. But I know I was off and then they spooked me because they all stood absolutely still. I think they waited for the lights to stop flashing.
Right, it's washing time, and Charlie's in the Molvaska laundrette here, and that's where our troubles started. It turns out that they needed coins, and we don't have any, so we ended up going to a supermarket to see if we could get some. but using a credit card. The supermarket were quite happy to give us coins, but only in exchange for notes. So the next stop was a bank. We know they've got a cash machine, but the bad news is it's inside the branch and we don't have any means of getting inside. I think this is a sign that we're not meant to do our washing. Well, any day really. I mean, it's just painful, isn't it? So we couldn't get any money from the garage, which we just tried, because none of our cards would work.
No, I don't know why, paying for something. I think it's because you were getting cash out. It was like cash back.
Yeah.
And you have to use a debit card for that, not a credit card.
And our debit card wouldn't even work.
I don't know why your debit card didn't work for that.
Now we've come to this bank and you can't get inside it because you need a bank card issued by that bank to get into the lobby. Okay. Well, I suppose we could see if there's another cash machine. Right, Charlie Brown just spotted another bank.
Just a fluke, I spotted that cash machine. I think it's outside an estate agent's.
So you got some money.
Yeah, I had to get 500.
What card did we use?
On the Revolut card.
All right.
And it charged me 25 krona.
Okay, so we're back now to the co-op to get change.
Yeah.
Let's get going. Oh, this has been one of those bloody days today. We finally made it. We got some money. We turned that money into krona coins. And we're back now outside the laundrette doing our washing, which is long overdue. We parked slightly on a slope. So I went to put the chocks out, and guess what? I've managed to drive off and leave a second set of chocks behind. I have no idea where we left them, but it definitely was in Norway. Anyway, good job, they're cheapo ones from Amazon. But we'll have to wait now until we get back to home before I spend money on any more.
It's going to take 43 minutes.
Right, okay.
So ready to do the bedding? And I'll get that in for 43 minutes. It looks like...
We've got to get all the bedding stuff off.
It's easy getting it off. It's putting it back on again. It's going to be fun.
Yeah. It's a good incentive though when you want to go to sleep, isn't it? So was the machine easy to operate?
Yeah, it's very easy. You just put your money in, press what machine you want. And already have it set at what temperature you want. And it's done.
Big thanks to Just Campers for supporting this video. If you need van insurance, then the link will be in the description. It might have been stressful at the end, but it was a brilliant day in the little red camper.